Hello everyone, today we are going to be doing Akbar and his times. So this is part 2 of the video. We had done part 1 over here quite a lot in those 16 minutes. So please go check it out if you want some better understanding of this chapter. Now we were on the Mansabdari system. So let's start this. Mansabdari system. Akbar developed a unique system of administration. What is this administration system called? The Mansabdari system. Now, Akbar, to maintain his hold over a vast empire, Akbar required a huge army and an efficient administration system. So if there will not be an efficient administration system, that will eventually lead to the downfall of his empire. So he needed a huge army to suppress those attacks from foreign invaders, and also some administration, some good administration, so that the people in his empire supported him. Now, Akbar realized his objectives by means of the Mansabdari system. In this system, those who joined Mughal services were enrolled as Mansabdars and were further given a rank. So they were called as Mansabdars and they were further given a rank known as Mansab. Each rank was further divided into two, which is Zat and Zawar. Zat rank means the personal status and salary due to him, whereas Zawar rank indicated the number of cavalrymen a Mansabdar was required to maintain. So the higher the Zat was, the more prestigious the officer's position in the court was. And also, the highest salary was there. So the lowest rank was 10 and the highest was 7,000. Okay. The Mansabdars are paid salary according to their rank. The average salary of a Sawar was rupees 20 per month. And that was an infantryman was rupees 3 per month. The salary of the Mansabdar was paid by assigning him the revenue of a Jagir, somewhat like Iqwatars. But unlike Ikadars, most Mansabdars did not actually administer their Jagirs. They only had rights to actually add to the revenue of their assignments, which was collected for them by their servants, while the Mansabdars themselves served in other parts of the empire. Not a revenue system. So I hope you understood the Mansabdari system. Revenue system. Akbar established an efficient land revenue system which continued till 1585 with the help of his revenue minister Todalmal. So Todalmal was one of the Navaratnas and he was also a king. If you didn't know, he made him in a high post as we had learnt in his policy with the Rajputs. So with the help of his revenue minister Todalmal, Akbar introduced a land revenue system known as Todalmal's Bandobast or settlement. It was also known as Zabti or Dhasala system. The main features of the system were the land was first surveyed and measured. Then the land was classified into four categories on the basis of regularly cultivated and occasionally cultivated area. For instance, Polaj was land which was cultivated every year and never left fallow, whereas Paroti was land which had to be left fallow for a time to enable it to recover its paternity. The revenue was calculated on the basis of an average produce and the average price over the past 10 years. The revenue fixed was 1/3 of the average produce. It could be paid in cash or in kind. So, it could be paid in cash or in kind. So, the peasants were given remission in the land revenue if crops failed on the account of droughts and floods. Like, you can give my money later. It is okay. Now, Akbar's religious policy. Akbar followed a policy of religious tolerance and believed in administering equal justice to followers of all religions. He wanted to unite the diverse races of India into one nation. He took a number of measures and laid the foundation of an empire based on equal rights to all citizens, irrespective of their religious beliefs. So he followed a policy of religious tolerance, unlike Aurangzeb. So he abolished jizya, first of all, the tax which was on non-Muslims, which was later done again by Aurangzeb, which was what was jizya? It is a tax on non-Muslims and to pay pilgrim tasks on bathing on holy places such as Prayag and Banaras. So this was also removed. He treated all his subjects equally, gave high posts according to merit without any distinction of caste, creed, or religion. Aurangzeb did the exact opposite. He also married Rajput princesses and allowed them the freedom to practice their own faith. He also allowed them to celebrate festivals like Diwali and Holi. He himself used to take part in these festivals. He gave land grants to persons of merit irrespective of their religious beliefs. That Aurangzeb also did the opposite too. Now, there are two over here, the religious policy of which is Ibadat Khana and then Ilani. Ibadat Khana, Akbar wanted to create the spirit of love and brotherhood among the people of all religions. So in 1575, he built a hall called the Ibadat Khana, or the Hall of Prayer, at its capital, Fatehpur Sikri. Religious and spiritual topics were discussed every Thursday in this hall. At first, the discussions were confined to the followers of Islam, but on later on, the Abhadat Khana was open to people of all religions, Christians, Zoroastrians, Hindus, Jains, and even atheists. 1579, Akbar decided to take into his own hands all religious matters and issued a declaration of Mazar. This declaration made Akbar the supreme head and supreme religious head of the Muslims. Din-e-Ilhali, the comparative study of different religions at the Ibadat Khana, led Akbar to form the Din-e-Ilhali. The new faith included the good points of all religions. It believed in one supreme God. The basic purpose of the formation of Din-e-Ilhali was Sul-e-Kul, a universal harmony. The idea of tolerance in this faith did not discriminate against between people of different religions. It focused on a system of ethics like justice, peace, honesty, etc., which are universally applicable. There were no sacred books, no priests, no temples, or rituals in this new faith. The members of the faith were to follow a code of conduct when included, not to eat meat at least in the month of their birth, to give alms on their birthday, and to do good to everybody. Akbar did not use force nor money to make people accept the faith. Hence, very few people joined it, and with Akbar's death, Din-e-Ilhali came to an end. Now, the social and educational reforms. Akbar abolished sati. Abolish means said no. He banned sati. Sati means when a husband dies, the wife also has to die with him. And legalized widow remarriage. It was illegal before widow remarriage. Now he legalized it. He raised the age of marriage to 14 for girls because child marriage he did to 14 and boys 16. He restricted the sale of wine and spirits. He revised the educational syllabus. This is done nowadays as well. So if you see on any of your book, most of them is written revised. So if I there is in my physics, concise physics revised, in English as revised, Collins English. So like this also they revise these topics again and again to see that this is important now or it is not important now. So he revised the educational syllabus and laid more stress on moral education and on secular subjects rather than on religion and theology. He set up a translation department for translating works in Sanskrit, Arabic, and Greek. Akbar was a patron of art and literature. Though he did not receive any formal education during his childhood, he was a versatile genius. He encouraged the study of astronomy, mathematics, logic, and history. It is said that his library had more than 4,000 manuscripts. He could understand the fine points of poetry, art, religion, and philosophy. Navaratnas. Akbar's court. Now, the Navaratnas I was talking about again and again. So, this is the Navaratnas. Akbar's court was adorned by 9 distinguished men from different fields. They were called the Navaratnas and included Abu Fazi, who wrote the Akbarnama and Ain Akbari. Faizi, who translated the Mahabharata and Ramayana into Persian. Abdul Rahim Khan-e-Khana, famous for his dohas, Todamal, his revenue minister, Man Singh, his military general, Tansen, a great singer and musician. He said to have composed Raga Dabai in Akbar's honor. Fakir Asauddin, a mystic and one of Akbar's chief advisors, Mullah Do Paisa, a scholar known for his wit. So, if you revise what I've said, it's 8, but 1 is missing. Can you guess? Yes, it is Birbal. Birbal is a constant companion. He was very famous for his intelligence and his sharp wit. Now, we are going to be doing the paintings. During the reign of Akbar, paintings was organized in royal karkhanas, where painters from different parts of the country used to make beautiful paintings. These arts blended in Persian and Indian styles of paintings. The scenes depicted in these paintings included hunting and court scenes, the peacock blue and red colors. Paintings were also used for illustrating Persian books. The most important work is the Sun-e-Amir Hamza or Hamza Nama, which has about 12,000 paintings. No, 1,200 paintings. Jaswant and Daswant were the 2 famous painters in Akbar's court. Now, architecture. He was the first Mughal emperor who took construction on a large scale. He built a series of forts. The most famous is the Agra fort. His fort was built in red sandstone and had many magnificent gates. Akbar's most ambitious and magnificent architecture contribution was the new capital city that he built at Fatehpur Sikri, built atop a hill along with a large artificial lake, included many buildings in the style of Gujarat and Bengal. The famous ones included the Panch Mahal, Diwan-e-Khas, Jama Masjid, Jolabai's Palace, Jami Masjid, Jolabai's Palace, Ibadat Khana, the tomb of Salim Kishti, and the Buland Darwaza. Buland Darwaza of the lofty gate was built to accommodate Akbar's victory in Gujarat. The gate is built in the style of a half dome, which appears as a massive outer facade of the gate. Smaller doors have been made in the real wall where the dome and the floor meet. The style was borrowed from Iran, which later on became a feature of Mughal architecture. The last days of Akbar were spent in grief. His 2 sons, Murad and Daniel, died, and his only surviving son, Salim, rebelled against him. However, shortly before his death in 1605, Akbar himself nominated Salim as his successor. Akbar is regarded one of the greatest rulers of India. He built a vast empire and gave the rulers political and administrative unity. He resorted to war only when all the other means failed. He did a great service to the nation by bringing about religious unity. He promoted art, architecture, literature, music, and painting and gave them unique Indian color. So thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, like, and if you haven't seen part 1, please check it out. So that is it for today's video. We have done the entire Akbar chapter. There will be a revision video coming along soon. Sorry, I just wrote 2 lines over here. So I'll fill it up for next time for the revision. So yeah, there it is. Thank you.